My name is Gerard Muhwezi, and I use Relic Muhwezi as my stage name. I got that name when I was in senior 3. I was in drama, and I used to mime a lot. So some people started saying that I used to act international, and I wanted the name that could appeal to the international scene. And how I came up with Relic, I used to be a fan of Relic Hunter when I was a kid. So the name Relic, came up just like that. And Muhwezi, from Muhwezi, I wanted it to sound so appealing. That's how I came up with that name. I was born on the 17th of April 1988 from Nyamtoma Ramgumarinda Rukunjiri, and growing up I went to Kashin Primary School. Then from where I went to Kashin Secondary School for my O-level. A-level I went to 2 schools. First it was Makawere High School, and then I went to Mbara High School as well. From there I went to Makerere University Business School, where I graduated with honors in Bachelor's of International Business. And right now I'm doing music, and I'm working on my maiden album, which is called Omukebo Nile. I called it Omukebo Nile simply because I want to make people appreciate the fact that whatever you do, is always home is best, and I'm singing in Runyankore. I want to bring Runyankore music to another level where people can appreciate it and love it. Well, growing up, I used to love music. I used to listen to music, and I like it a lot. That's the time when South African music was the in thing, and everybody was talking about South African music, the likes of Yvonne Chaka Chaka, the likes of Pat Shange, and many others, Brenda Fassie, to mention but a few. And then when I was like in secondary school, that's when Awido Rongomba was, bringing in the Congolese music to another level, and other, people from that side. So I wanted to contribute to the fact that also Ugandan music can go to another level, and the fact that I used to love music, I wanted, I was born loving music. I wanted to express myself, talk to people through music. That's why I'm in the entertainment industry. Well, it's a bit of both, because when I loved music, I didn't know that I had talent until I met a friend of mine called Bruce Mike, and when I told him the way I used to love music, he told me actually stars are not born, they are made. So I had to put in some effort, to develop the little talent I had through, practice, rehearsals, and all that. So that's why I'm now one of the best from the West. I would say that my music is doing very well right now, because I have 2 songs which have been hitting in the West especially. I have Mwishchua, which is on the countdown right now, and Omwezi Wanji is just still on the scene playing. It's getting rotation on radio station and in the nightclub. So I would think that so far so good. I'm contented with where I am right now. Oh, of course, Chameleon, if we are going to Kampala from Barara, I think I would say Chameleon is in Kampala already, and for me, I'm in Lukai House or close to that, simply because he started singing when I was a little kid, and and he's been in the industry for quite some time. He has got experience. He's known all over the place, even in America, and people know Chameleon. But right now, for me, I'm little known, but I'm coming up, and I think if you give me time, it's just a matter of time before I get to where he is, or even beyond that. Well, I think Ugandan music scene is lacking in terms of support. In Nyankore, I would put it like Tukwe and Deza. Because you find that when you go to nightclubs, on radio stations, you find that we are giving more time to international songs, and we're not giving local songs a chance. I wouldn't want to think that we have poor music or poor production or everything, but the music schedulers, the DJs are not giving us that time and exposure. And I think when you compare with countries like Nigeria, where you find like 95% of the content they play in their country is the local stuff, here in Uganda we lack that support from the people who matter. When you go to other countries, you find them appreciating our songs. That's why you see we are getting these nominations in BET, in Channel O. We have like I went to Namibia recently, they're playing our songs, but here in Uganda we're not getting that chance. I would say there is no problem with that as far as I'm concerned, because when you look at music, music, the purpose of music is not just to have fun. It's also about getting that message across. So if you sing this music and you want it to play only in church, I think you're keeping it to that niche. You're not reaching out the wider perspective. But if somebody is in the club and is about to be tempted to make a sin, and he has a song like from Pastor Bugembe or from Exodus, that message can stick. It will be fresh in the mind and might save somebody or two. So I think I appreciate the fact that these gospel artists are reaching out to the wider audience instead of remaining in that cocoon of the born again and stuff like that. I would like to tell my fellow upcoming artists, to be original. Originality matters. You should not try to imitate somebody simply because he has made it big. Because when you do that, then people will be looking at you in the picture of the other person who is already established, and you will not have that identity, you as you. And one other thing I want to tell them is that hard work pays. So you need to to work hard and keep moving, even if you're not able to break through at the moment. One time, if you continue working hard, trust me, you'll come through, you break through, and once you've broken through, the rest will be history. You will go places you've never been. Number 5, I would think Badlisha is one song that can play everywhere. It can, it cuts across, everybody can enjoy it, and it's a good song from Jose Chameleon, the doctor himself. And number 4, local songs, I would say Where Have You Been At by Phile. I think Phile is that upcoming artist who is coming up very rapidly. It's a song that will not leave you on the seat, and it has those sweet melodies that you would want to listen to over and over again. I love it. And number 3, I would think I'm a fan of Bobby Wine for different reasons, but when you listen to this song he did with Mr. G, Clean and Out, it's a very beautiful song, and the title itself, it leaves you wondering what the guys are going to sing about. And when you listen to the song, it's groovy, it's there, it's up there. And then at number 2, there is a song called Itano. It's kind of not old, not new, but it's a song that when you look at the way it was done, it reminds you a lot when you're growing up. Itano Nikumi, that one was done by Tonix, and the video itself, it has that traditional touch that you relate to when you remember those things when you are growing up and stuff like that. And then at number 1, it has got to be Navio. Navio has got a song he did with Young Mulo, Omuko Omu, and it's my best song at the moment, and I have it on replay. Actually, I listen to it a lot. That's my number 1.